What's going on here? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another one. Today we're going to be returning back to the Desert Rally series with a brand new fresh one. I think we're getting a little out of hand, Rockstar, with this damn pricing here. Today we got the Karin Sultan Classic, and this is one of the few that I'm I have been very excited to get my hands on. I did not realize the prices. I do kind of just want to be naive to the prices until they come. I kind of want to just, not so much that I want to be naive to the prices, but I want to be naive to the car. I don't want to know the handling line. I want to test it for it myself, damn it. So I don't really go out and watch these videos of these people modding in these cars. I don't even really know if that's accurate or not. Easily could be changed by Rockstar before they actually release that. But here's the deal, guys. This thing was nearly $1.8 million. 1.7 what? I mean, you can get it on sale. Okay, so 1.718. I was a little bit exaggerating. So let's call it $1.7 million. Now, the issue why, and I think that this is now where we're getting real out of hand. I mean, yes, the Toyota truck and some of these other things have been getting real out of hand, but why is this priced with high-end Lamborghinis and Ferraris and whatnot? This is an old 1990s Evolution. Okay, we're getting out of hand. Which Evo is this actually built off of? It looks like it has a little bit of Evo 2. Ah, okay. So they're actually mixing in the Subaru Impreza GC8. I don't know what the GC8 is, but the Subaru Impreza, which I can see it in there. I can see it. But of course, the Mitsubishi Evolution Lancer 1. Oh, the Evolution 1? Really? It is the Evo 1, huh? I don't know if I see the Evo 1 in this. I have to say that. Jeez, I see more of like an Evo 4 in this thing, but I know it's an older body style. Man, I just say that, yeah, they mixed Evo 1 through Evo 4 with Subaru Impreza. That's what I would say with this one. So repairing it up, it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. So if you're expecting to see it doesn't drift on this thing, don't expect to see it. We're not going to waste our time. Armor, that's something you can think about on your rally builds. Brakes, you definitely usually will put them on there. This car raped my bank account, so I have to be a little bit more conservative. We are, of course, going to keep all the performance upgrades on this thing, but let's see what else it has to offer here. Why do I just like the stock one the most? Yeah, we're just gonna keep it stock. I like the stock one. I'm guessing you can put a dual. Ooh, I like this. We're gonna do that. I know. Said you weren't gonna do it, Black Sheep. Got to do the engine, exhaust. This is where I'm guessing there's some dual pipe options. And there isn't? I was gonna say, you son of a gun. There's one dual pipe option at the very bottom. Wow. Oh, gotta do that. Headlights, plastic housings. Okay, so we got some housings. I'm gonna leave that alone. Some hood action. What do we got? Sticker bomb. I like this one, and I like this one. I think this one's a little bit more Lancer, Evolution, but this one is too. Man, they're really tied. $100 difference. Don't let that get in the way then. I like them the same. That's the damn problem. Horn, I'm gonna leave that alone. Lights, I'm gonna leave alone. Livery. Let's see what we got for liveries. Okay. Uh-oh. Impotent Rage. Backside? Oh, Backside Skateboards. Okay, I was going to say, I've never even seen this company before. Backside Skateboards. Alright, this is kind of more like a street tuner look on it. I don't know if I was really a big fan of anything other than probably this, but I don't know if that's really worth putting on there, is it? That's a few little side stickers for that kind of money. I don't really think it's worth it. So I'm going to stay away from that, save the 20 grand. Obviously, we still have that. Plate. Respray? I know you guys aren't really going to like me for this, but I like just the white on this build. We'll see what we get to with wheels. Maybe I just don't like the wheel look. What's the secondary color? Can you change the secondary? Oh, okay. Another scoop. I actually like the look of that scoop a little more. I know some people think, why do they do this? You can make some cool car show style vehicles with this. The Audi game and the BMW game, it's pretty trendy to have those roof racks up there. This is not a trendy build, though. This is a rally build. Of course, we've said that numerous times. So let's get a decent spoiler. Don't tell me the stock spoiler. Okay, I was gonna say. Tell me the stock spoiler is the only. Stock spoiler probably looks the best on there, but this is more of an Evo style. $21,000, $16,500 for this spoiler. I mean, come on. I am gonna have to throw a spoiler on there to get the best handling line that we can. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go with that. I'm gonna leave the. All right, we're camber gang again in this car. We're not going to be in this one. We're rally building, so we're going to keep this thing probably all the way up. Yeah, I'm guessing we're just going to keep it all the way up. We got to do the race transfer 20. Turbo, gotta do it. This one's killing the bank account. I'm gonna have to go in grind mode again. I'm just not looking forward to that. Shout out to the individuals that were trying to help me with the making some money here recently. Appreciate you. And wasn't really able to get online for those people at the right time, but we were dealing with all kinds of crap this week, in all honesty. I must just put it that way. I think these look kind of nice on there. $48.50. That's real cheap, real good. We like that. All right, it's starting to get dark out here. I do want to take this thing through Paleto Bay Forest and just kind of get a little feel for it, but we, of course, are going to bring this thing to a rally track and get the feel for it on a track, and we'll give this thing a grade. Good takeoff right away, no spin. Top speed doesn't feel anything too special. Good stock brakes. Keep in mind, I did not put any aftermarket brakes in this thing. They felt pretty sticky as was, so. Jeez, pick the right camera. Oh, into a tree, damn it. I don't think I'm familiar enough with it out here to be flying through this forest. Just gotta keep it conservative. Oh, get off my phone. Is that you, Lester? Sounded like you. Blowout valve, I can hear. Car sounds pretty good. Oh man, can't see nothing. I busted out my headlights, that's why. Yeah, it handled really smooth. Was not tippy at all. Steering was a little bit sluggish, Not terrible though. And actually, I think that might work to our benefit on the rally track. Let's bring this thing to the track, speaking of it. What, is it just in the sports class? Ah, it's a sports car. God damn it. We got ourselves a sports car. The standard rally tracks are, as I said, long lapped tracks that are, you know, a differentiation between asphalt and dirt. I mean, sometimes even completely off-road. We will utilize these tracks a few different times, but there's also rally cross. That's not what this video's about, Black Sheep. Let's get to it. Oh, I like the takeoff with this thing. Straight to the point. Okay, yeah, a little bit of sluggishness on that on the steering. Didn't want to really turn as much as I would like, so got to hit that brake a little bit more. Same thing right there. Overcorrected it. Very, very nice over the bumps. Probably has that off-road traction loss of 0. It definitely feels like it. There might be a slow off-road traction loss. Kind of hard to tell just off of a quarter of a lap. There's that sluggishness there. Hit a little bit of handbrake. Really grabs out of turns nicely. I like that. Not much spinning at all. Some of the other all-wheel drive cars, just because they're all-wheel drive, they still sit there and spin a little bit. This car is speedy. Oh, there's our little mess up. Back end caught the higher altitude there and sent us off flying once the car, because we had too much momentum going to the rear. Gonna happen right there too. Yep, damn it. Tried to spin out of it, but that's not really a downfall of the car. Almost all cars will do that. I mean, some cars will flip in that situation. This car does not have. It's very planted. One of the most planted rally cars I've gotten to drive. Get out of that. Oh, I hate that spot on the map. All in all, pretty good impressions there, first off. Only complaints I really have is it has, and I don't even know if I can really complain about it yet, because it's kind of saving me in some other situations, that sluggish steering. It's not super sluggish. Man. It doesn't scream at high RPMs like I would like to hear it. No. It doesn't really. It does it a little bit. The hang of it. I like this car. It's not worth 1.7, 1.9, $2 million, so that's the problem. That's why it's not going to. God! There we go. We finally handled. Oh, spoke too soon, man. I say we finally handled this section clear. It was one more good turn. That's all we needed. I think I'm going to take it to one more track. And here we go. Zancudo Rally, round 1. This is where we'll be starting off. Why do I hear police? Oh my God, that was a terrible start. I was expecting it to be sluggish. I guess I wasn't going fast enough for it to be sluggish. Very planted. And I would suggest the brakes. I definitely would suggest them. As I said earlier, we're not going to hit it on that though. I understand that the brakes just slow us down a little more. I get that. So this is probably the more boring section of the track here. You're just now off-road on a straight. There's nothing challenging here. This is where I should have thrown in a little jump like right here. Maybe I'll have to do that. Switch it up a little bit on them. Maybe another little jump over here. That's really what this section needs. Problem is, I think I used... Oh no, this should be 150 proper. I know they let us use 200 props now. Alright guys, I'm just babbling on, but it's really so I can get a good feeling of this car. That was all brakes and steering right there, but... Let's hop on into it. Let's get a new car. Let's get a freshie. First off is going to be handling, controllability, steering. How does it go? Next in line is speed. We're not talking straight line top speed. We're talking how is the speed differentiating from off-road to on-road, the off-road traction loss, all that kind of stuff. That's really what we're digging into on that and seeing what it's like for speed against the rest of the vehicles in the rally situation. So right off the bat, handling and controllability, absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Even the steering, it's a little sluggish. Oh, like right there, and I didn't even mean to show it. When you're accelerating in at a certain RPM or you're already over a certain RPM, the vehicle is kind of weird on the steering. However, it really comes in handy sometimes too, because when you're off-road and you're giving it full turns left and right, the car it's not being super touchy on the steering, so you have a lot less likelihood of spinning out over those bumps. It's a good thing and a bad thing, okay? I mean, it's only a bad thing if you let it be a bad thing, I guess. That's the better way of putting it. Turning radius is a little bit weird. Aside from that, super planted car. Very, very good on controllability on the handling. It's one of the best ones. Probably the best vehicle I've tested so far in the Does It Rally series when it comes to handling. But, I mean, this thing better be one of the best. It's freaking $2 million. I keep saying that, but I am appalled that I spent $2 million on a damn old Evo. It's like, damn it. But yeah, I'm not going to hit it at all. I'm going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10 on handling. When it comes to rally cars in GTA 5, this is at the top of the top right here when it comes to handling, controllability, steering, spinning out, body inertia, all that kind of stuff. Like right back there, the Sultan four-door would be spinning out. Speed. Now, speed, it's going to take a little bit of hit on the asphalt. It's not the greatest on top speed on the asphalt. But thankfully, that's not what it's all about. If it just came down to asphalt, this thing would probably get like a 6, maybe a 6.5 on speed, somewhere around that area. But if you're going to go off-road again, you're back in that 10 range. It doesn't seem to have any off-road traction loss. If it is, it's very minuscule. Like we're still shifting when we go over the dirt. Yeah, I don't think we have any traction loss in this vehicle off-road. Don't hold me to the fire on that stuff. I'm just saying it's what it feels like. And if I'm wrong, it's minuscule. It's super minuscule. I would give it a 10 out of 10 off-road. I mean, it's keeping up with some of those other vehicles speed-wise, but between its speed and its handling off-road, that's what's going to keep this maybe a little bit slower than the Kuruma off-road. However, with how planted this vehicle is, there's no way in hell that it's not going to be right up in front of the racetrack. So the difference, I guess, between about 6 or 6.5 and 10, you just got to kind of go down the middle on that. Probably looking at somewhere about an 8 to an 8.5. That's where we'll go on that. So 10 and 8.5, bringing us to 18.5 out of an available 20 points. But it's bringing us in now to cost. So for the $2 million, the $1.718 million, plus your $50,000 turbo and your $40,000 transmission and your $35,000 engine, And we didn't put any suspension in this. We just kept her rally base when it all came down to it. Here's the thing. Is the car worth $1.7 million going into $2 million when you update it? No, it's not. And we're getting blown out of proportions, like I said, on this whole inflation thing on GTA. It's just getting so damn ridiculous. It's like in real world, if you were going to buy a $100 shark card, which is like $107 when it's all said and done, this car is like 20 bucks. Is this car worth $20 to have? No. No, it's just not. I mean, it's a very cool car, just like the EK is going to be a cool car when it comes out too. Front wheel drive, hatch, you know, one of the really nostalgic Civics in the real world. Is it going to be worth the 1 point whatever million it's worth? No, it's not going to be worth that either. The problem here is, and the reality of it all, is there's going to be plenty of people that go out and buy these cars. I bought it. You probably bought it or are looking at buying it. You might go buy it. You might spend the $2 million on a 90-something Evo. We're not going to be fooled by that, guys. We are not going to be fooled by that. It comes into the point where, yes, the retinue is expensive. Yes, we got some expensive vehicles, but you also have something that's called the Kuruma. Yes, it's definitely a tippy vehicle, but with the right driver behind the wheel, you're going to be able to keep up with a lot of very expensive vehicles. All in all, guys, I am going to be pretty gracious with this, although I was very upset the whole video about the $2 million. I've already made my points of why it's still going to be a purchased vehicle, and while it's still going to be a heavy hitter. I'm going to give it an 8 here, guys. I'm going to give it an 8. You might be saying, no way in hell does it deserve an 8. Yeah, it's an inflated vehicle, but so are all of the other vehicles, guys. All of the other vehicles are inflated, except for a few that we got early in the game that weren't nearly as inflated as the rest. Back when the Bugatti was $1 million like it should be. You know, back when a Sultan was 12 grand like it should be. Now we're in the day where we got a $1.718 million 98 Evo, or 90-something Evo. I don't even know what it is. That is going to do it for this video. I am going to give it an 8, even if you think it deserves a 7 or a 7.5. Just kind of keep that in your situation then. This is my opinion. So we had an 18.5 plus an 8. We're going to bring this to 26.5 out of 30 available points. When you put it in that sense, I don't think, you know, I think a lot of people would have thought maybe this thing's going to score a bit higher than 26 out of 30. 26.5 out of 30, but when it comes down to it, that sounds about right. Sounds just about perfectly right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the notification bell below if you have not, because that is what seems to matter nowadays. I don't even think subscriber basis is going to be a thing after the next year, or maybe even shorter. YouTube is kind of pointing the finger that they may just completely get rid of subscribers, and it all started with that notification bell. So please hit the notification bell, comment below, like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know what else you want to see on the channel, some other video ideas, and who knows, maybe we will make that exact video. As always, guys, hope you all stay happy out there. Please stay positive, and we will definitely speak to you next time. Oh my God, that was unintentional, but I guess it's a way to finish it.
Perfect.